now we're going to talk about how to choose your stop loss levels. And so I just did an example on USD CHF, and I'll actually go back to CAD CHF to show you guys where to place your stop loss levels so you don't get stopped out by news or any, I guess, moves by market makers, whatever you want to call them. Just how to avoid that, because we've seen it in the past where you enter a trade, it stops you out by 2 pips, and then it plays out all the way to your full take profit. So how do you avoid that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these past 2 trade ideas just to clean up the chart. And we have a pretty nice clean chart for CAD CHF. We have some nice daily levels right here and some hourly levels here. So when we look to choose our stop loss levels, they're usually around significant levels, right? And so, for example, when you take a short from this resistance at 0.75583, right, let's say we take a short from here. You usually want your stop loss, obviously not at 0.75580. You want to give it around 10 to 15 pips of breathing room, depending on what pair it is. So CAD CHF doesn't move as much per pip, so you can give it maybe 10 to 15 pips of breathing room. So here we gave it around just 15-ish pips, which is good enough. And our target would be one of these daily support levels. We're going from a daily resistance to an overall target of a daily support, and you can see that trade idea play out nicely. So that's how you keep your support, your stop loss, without getting hurt by any wicks. And you can see a similar thing happen when you go long. So for example, we just discussed a long setup, and we'll do it again. So we're going long, right? And we're going long from this 4-hour support right here, right at 0.74350. What we can do is, when we get our entry around that level, we want to target this daily resistance. Instead of making our support, maybe 10 pips away from that, we can look at what happened in the past. So in the past, when we had a rally from this support, we went as high as up to here, so around 80% of the way to our daily resistance. Then we came back down, and we did not respect this resistance in question. We went to actually the daily support. So for us, in case the scenario where price does come down here and then rallies up, we don't want to get stopped out. So in that case, we'll make our stop loss a bit wider. So if this scenario happens out, we're not going to get burnt, and we can still get the profit. So let me show you. So if price decides to rally from this support and goes back up, we're not going to get burnt. Of course, we'll be in some initial drawdown, but that's better than closing in a loss. So this is how you choose your support levels. You choose your key levels, which we do based on our strategy of using our resistance zones and lines, and then based on price action, you find the setup, and then you give breathing room to the levels itself. That way, any news or any spreads that get increased during the closure won't stop you out. So this is our CAD CHF idea for the week, and this is how you choose your stop loss levels.